Here we go. Let me get situated so I can play some games. Dragonbane. Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's pull YouTube up on the iPad because I can't see the comments on my phone because it's right there. For a split second, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, there it is. There it is. It don't look too bad. It's got a little space over here though. I don't like that. Excuse me. Maybe I could leave that space specifically for my hand, even though I'm kind of close to the color of it. Might blend in. All right, so I'm gonna play Dragonbane. I'm gonna pick up session. This is session 3, and here goes my character. I named the character, and I have to figure out where. Oh, there it is. My character's name is Nektu Amu, but I'm just gonna call him Nektu. Make it super simple, super easy. All right, and I have a wolfkin. Oh, and I got this cool book over the weekend. Bada bing, bada boom. Dragonbane. I have yet to be able to figure out how to pronounce this. A bestiary, I think. And it's pretty cool. I was gonna look through it real quick before I jump into my game. I got my cool Lego pieces, but if you're new to Dragonbane has a starter set. Oh my gosh. It is a really cool starter set. Okay, it's really cool. Comes with these cool standees. It doesn't come with this book, but it comes with these standees. You get stack of improvised weapons, which are super cool. Say for instance, you want to throw in there, it might have like some dirt. You can pick the dirt up and it'll do a certain amount of damage. Improvised weapons or a bottle, pretty cool. Initiative, that's how Dragonbane does their combat. That's how Dragonbane does their combat. What's up, mandatory? Are you on your way to bed? Oh, that's what's up. Sweet dreams, thank you. That's what's up. Probably bounced off already, but it is. That's good. That's what's up. All right, so yes, if you tuned into the live, which is probably maybe it's just counting me and Mrs. Coach, but that's just as good. If anybody tunes into the live afterwards, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch it. Helps the channel out a great deal. So I'm gonna look through this bestiary before I get started. But yeah, it's got some standees as well, and then it has these cool dice. And then a 20, of course, is a critical fail in Dragonbane. So it's opposite. If you play D&D 5e, it's definitely opposite when it comes to your ability checks. So you have to roll under in Dragonbane. So you want to hit your skill number, which is, let's say this one is a 10 acrobatics. So I would either want to hit a 10 or under a 10. So critical fail is a 20 in Dragonbane, and it has a demon for the 20, which is super cool. And then a critical success is a number 1, and that is a dragon, which is pretty cool. So I love the dice set. It comes with some other things too, but we're gonna use the solo adventure. Comes with a cool solo adventure as well, and this is what we've been using. We're currently playing this thing right here. We'll move these out the way. So it has the standees, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use these cool Lego pieces. Got a cool little motorcycle in there too, so we can figure out how to throw that in there. I was going to use that one. But yeah, so we've got some cool. This is just a small amount of my Lego men. These are just some of my favorites. I can see it on the screen. So cool. And I also have an eraser today, which is super cool. All right, so let's see. But before we begin our adventure, I'm going to look at this real quick. Because why not? And Take a sip of water. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Boom, 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 boom. I'll move these cards out the way so I can get a good look at this Bizook. I have plenty of dice down here, as you can see. I like options, you know what I mean? But I could probably use a little bit more space, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Sheesh, so much stuff to move. All right. All right, so let's check out the bestiary. So pages are good. They don't feel like they do nice and, well, I wouldn't say, is it? Yeah. Pages are pretty cool. The artwork in here is amazing. One thing I thought was really cool about this, I'm just going to flip through to a few pictures and check out some monsters that I haven't done yet. But I did notice that there are some more playable kins in Dragonbane inside of here. So I want to say, let's see. Where's... Oh, I didn't even bring my rule book, so I'm going to have to grab my rule book in here. So, but yes, I want to say, well, hold on, I didn't even let you know. So it says, welcome to the bestiary for Dragonbane. This book provides a game master with many exciting creatures to place in the poor player character's path. In addition to descriptions and stat blocks, each creature in this book comes with a random encounter and an adventure seed, which is pretty cool. We're going to look at those. The random encounter can be, of course, blah, 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 blah. And it also says, but this book is also intended for players, as chapters 1 and 2 contain a total of 9 new playable kin, each with unique innate abilities, which are some pretty cool, pretty cool gifts. And then let's see what happened. The innate ability, which can also be used by NPCs, which is also good. All playable kins are listed. So yes, so you've got some extra, which is pretty interesting. Satire, lizard people, cat people, Karkian, frog people, hobgoblin, and I can't remember if orc is in there. I do know these right here up to the mallard are in the core rules. Oh, and the wolfkin, of course. But I can't remember if the orc is in there. But yeah, I guess I could count on my own. Hey, so Louis, what's happening? What's up? That's what's up. Boom, boom. Look at that little hand. I love emojis. I don't know why I love emojis so much. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I love cats. So I definitely have to make, where's that? A cat people. A cat person. My bad. So I have to make I'm gonna make a cat person. But I just want to let's look at the cat person real quick. I normally skip to it. Well, let me see. 16. That's what that's there for. You know what I mean? That should have been my first. But who likes the easy route? You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, awesome. So it has an adventure seed. It has a random encounter, which you can use, which is super cool because you can use these in any, if you're running any type of system, just in any adventure in general, you can enjoy these random encounters. So you got your stat blocks, and of course it has an innate ability. Let's see. And then let's see. So the random encounter, let's check it out. So the howling of wolves is heard not far from the player characters. The pack sounds excited. There's an occasional whimper of pain. If the player characters follow the noise, they find that a pack of wolves has surrounded a tree where the catman, Amis, has taken refuge. He's trying to repel the attackers with his sling. If the wolves are killed or dispersed, Amis climbs down and thanks the player characters before continuing his journey alone. Player characters can persuade him to join them, which is pretty interesting. So again, showing you it can be used in not just a Dragonbane encounter. Good, got done with work. Word. So your brain's a bit dead. That's how it goes. But I'm happy that you're home and relaxing, hopefully relaxing. I don't know, are you going to play something tonight? Cat people would be, I love cats. I would be a cat person if I could. I would turn into one, like at nighttime or something like that. Well, maybe not at night because I'd be sleeping if I did that. But see, Adventure Seed. Yeah, cat people are awesome. I thought it was pretty cool. It has some really cool The artwork in here is really nice. I like the way the pages look, but I think they feel differently inside of like the rule books. This let's see. Feel like me and you and your girlfriend are gonna play The Sims. I have yet to try out The Sims. Yeah, look at that. It does. I wish that the pages felt like this inside of here. And I think it, because I want to purchase the hardcover core rule, which I don't think is much different than this one, except that it may come with the adventure. But I love a hardcover book, and if you know, just got some extra money, your guilty pleasure, as long as they don't act like our cat. Yeah, our cat she's something else. She hissed at me because I kicked her out of the room where I was in, getting ready to go live, because I knew that as soon as I turned my back, the first opportunity she was gonna go for my food. She had the audacity to freaking what do you call it? Hiss at me. But are they on PS5 or Nintendo Switch? Are you asking about? I take it you're asking about Sims. I think Sims is on PS5. I don't know if it's on the Switch, which is yeah, I don't know which one. Play app. Oh, okay, awesome. You play on the EA app on your laptops. We got a cool laptop. It's a Mac though. So hold on, Mrs. Coach. Do you play Sims? I don't know if you've played it before, but yeah. Oh, I can move this into the screen a little bit more. So yeah, the pages are a little different. I was gonna get ready to get into my adventure, and of course, Dragonbane. See, I like the way the pages they look so silky nice. Look at that. So oh, look at that. And oh, because this is the adventure. I was like, oh, I got some NPCs to throw into my game. Yeah, so I have to remember that for future, because I would really, really like to run a Dragonbane campaign. Venture onward. Oh, you have a map. Okay, cool. It works nice. Oh, well, then she might be able to play if that's something that she wants to do. Oh, you did before. Venture onward. Oh, that's gonna be so cool if you did get into it. So it says, I love Fablelands. Absolutely. I don't know where I found Fablelands at, or Oh, I think I was on Amazon just trying to search solo RPGs, and Fablelands came up. That's how I found about Lone Wolf, because I had no idea what Lone Wolf is, and I was searching, and Tunnels and Trolls popped up, and that's how I got my hands on Tunnels and Trolls. Just randomly searching online, just some solo RPGs. But yeah, Lone Wolf is really cool. Yeah, it's something else. As yeah, I like Lone Wolf. Yeah. So yeah, I want to look at some dragons. Well, I think I looked at one of the dragon, and then I'll go ahead and start on my adventure with my character that we are playing. Let's see, my man Nectu, and kept everything in a nice plastic. So so last time, so I prepared for an adventure to run one. I was gonna do Mad Mage. I did my own version of Mad Mage, and I made it so that because I didn't want to run the whole adventure at one time. Okay, because it's a very long book, and at the moment I don't really have friends like that play uh, TTRPGs. So I thought I'd be okay running that, but after I ran with people, I enjoy meeting new people. But if it's people that I don't really know like that, then I would prefer to just do mini campaigns. But I still enjoy running. So, and again, meeting new people, but mini campaigns is where it's at for me. So, hey, I completely let's see. I lost my train of thought, so I'm going to come back to that. Oh yeah, nope. It'll come back. It'll come back. So, but let me look at one more thing. Let's try some demons. 136, and then I'll be able to remember it. It'd be easier if I could just run it back, right? What I said, 136. All right, so Blood Demon. It's interesting, and then of course, in Dragonbane, the monsters it's an automatic hit, so you would just roll your die to see exactly how you attack those monsters. Man, I wish I remember what I was going to say. So, but yeah, look at these real quick. They're interesting. Chaos Demon, and of course, you got a random encounter in your adventure seed. And your cool stat blocks. Fire Demon. Looks interesting. Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. Maybe we can throw some of these in the game. Oh, I'll go. That looks pretty interesting. A Guardian Demon. Yeah. Dragonbane has some. I like the shadow. I like a nice simple shadow demon. It looks nice. Yeah. Yeah. So bestiary definitely. Fire demon. Yeah. This is a really cool book. So like I said, because you can use these in other adventures as well. But let's go ahead and start on our solo adventure with my man Nectu. And let's see. And we have these pieces right here. So in the Dragonbane solo adventure right here, so we have this die right here. I forgot what it's called. We're playing a specific adventure. So they have multiple ones. And if you have the box set and you haven't started because you don't know what you're doing, then I'd advise you to just pick it up. Because that was my problem, and I had this thing for months, and I mainly really gave it a try so that for content, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned a lot from doing the content on the channel and stuff. So I was like, I had it, so why not do something? So it forced me to sit down. But once I sat down, I'm like, oh my god, this is so. It was so much easier than it looked. Because at first it can be a little confusing, especially if you're new to tabletop RPGs or just new to this adventure. It could be confusing on how to kind of get started and stuff and where to get started, but I say just pick it up and get started. And if you're on now, then I'm gonna show you a little bit on how to get started. So I wanted to say this die right here. What's the name of it? I use this Dragonbane, these tables inside of a lot of other adventures. So it's called a threat die. So we started at 1, and we're gonna go once we get all the way up to 6. Then the specific threat is going to come and it's going to attack us. Now, this is the adventure right here, and it starts with some type of wolfkin, and this wolfkin is sending you on into an adventure into a what do you call it? Into like a breach, or let's say into a dungeon. So, and he can see certain areas. He has this special sight that allows him to see into certain areas. So, as you see right here, I'm doing, or if you're joining me, we're doing it together. So, feel free to drop any, what do you call it, suggestions in the chat. I'm absolutely open. We can have a good time together. So, I'm doing the Cultist Warren, and Mrs. Coach and I also we ran the Mage's Refuge. I'm pretty sure that one. And there's some videos on the channel, so definitely check it out when you get a chance. So he can see in certain areas, and you see these areas are the ones that he can see in, the known areas. And then you have some other options, other areas, unknown areas. And we're going to use the tables. We're going to use the tables in the known areas and in the unknown areas to flesh out, what it is and everything that we see. And this is what I've been doing. So I got here, and I know I got to the unknown, and in the unknown place, I found a portal that sent me into a different area. Let me give you a quick rundown, advice. Just start. I appreciate that. Let's see. Even if you think it's wrong, absolutely, because you're gonna learn along the way. You're gonna learn along the way. Just get started. So if you have a table RPG, and a TTRPG, and it's just sitting on your shelf, man, and you've been curious about it, I say get started. If you're considering doing a YouTube channel and you don't know what you're doing, I will push you forward to absolutely do it. Okay. In the very beginning, I know a lot more now. Okay. But when I first started channel, I was like, I'm going to just document my journey on me learning how to play these games, because I had just started playing D&D, maybe I don't know, maybe February. I think it was 2023, and then in the summer of 2023, Mrs. Coach suggested, she's like, you should do a YouTube channel. I was like, maybe I'll do it. Or I'll use this to do my YouTube channel. So yeah, man, it's been a fantastic journey. I've learned so many things. Okay, I've ran games. I had the YouTube channel before I even ran my first game. So, and I've been a game master for a little bit over a year now, which has been fantastic. I'm currently running a game. But anyway, yes, get started. Okay, so my man, I think I named him something else because I don't know his name inside the guy who can actually see. But I think I'm calling him Ing. So my specific character, where you at? Excuse me. This is a Wolfkin fighter. So he was a soldier for the military until I found out the truth about the war and what it was truly about. I've recently joined a group called the Skeleton Key, who are they're fighting these corrupt rulers or those just corrupt rulers in general, and who are manipulating the mass, who only desire more wealth and more power. So that's what I'm doing. We're part of the Skeleton Crew, the Skeleton Key Society. So, and that's a part, what you call it, in the world that I'm building, Astra 2. So, Skeleton Key. It fits, right? Coach Key, Skeleton Key. So, let me see. And so he's sending us in my man Ing, the guy who can see in certain areas, got the special sight. He's a part of the Skeleton Key as well. He's one of the elders. So, he's brought me on to this mission to send me into this specific dungeon, and what my mission is to locate a medallion, okay, that has some type of world breaker shard inside of it. And this demon, this devotee of demons, his name is Ariok. He's actually wearing it, so that's who we're gonna probably end up fighting. And when this die, the threat die, gets to 6, then I just created a threat. So what's gonna happen are these Arioks. Ariok is going to send some of his cults. He can maybe kind of feel that something is going after him. Maybe the Skeleton Key. We're just gonna make some of this up along the way. The Skeleton Key society is trying to stop him from creating or destroying different worlds and stuff like that. So he's wearing it around his neck, and we see where we left off at. Put my character right here, and then we got our cool Lego dice box. Let's see, you're giving me props like what a cool journey to witness. Congrats. Thank you, Mrs. Coach. Yeah, absolutely, I am giving you your props again. She suggested I would have never thought at my age 42 that I'd be doing a YouTube channel. Of course, age makes no difference, but I would have never thunked it in, okay? Thunked it in. I would have never thought it at all. So I appreciate the suggestion. I appreciate, that higher power inspiring Mrs. Coach to inspire me to do this. But anyway, so we left off at so we took a portal. So we've already gotten to number 2. We took a portal into this one specific area. Boom, 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 no, 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 no. Is that in the camera? Hopefully, I'll see in a sec. So we're in the process of passing different trials in order to get something that. Let me see. Where do I have? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. 42. Damn. I hear the what you call it? Kevin Hart. With that. I am 42, right? Yeah, I'm 42. I'll be 43. God willing, I'll be 43 this year in July. So shouts out to everybody in their 40s, right? You don't really know, because when you're younger, you're like, oh, 40 years old. But when you get there, you're like, it's not. It's not. So I take it like that for a while to go. So yeah, floated to grab healing. So I'm telling you, so one area that we went to, we grabbed some healing fungus. I made sure I put that on mine. And then there was a goblin. It was this specific goblin. He told us about a specific staff that we could possibly use. This is where the staff is at. He told us of a specific staff that it's a magical staff, staff of banishment, and it was below some sort of pillar. And we went down into that pillar. We went under it, and then there was a door of white light. We went through the door of white light, and then this is how we got to this area right here. So in order to obtain, we already knew that we would probably have to pass. This is my goblin. We already knew that we were going to have to pass a few different tests in order to obtain this. Initially, when we came in, we were greeted by what it looked like is this angelic spirit. Okay, some type of shining white light. It shouts out to Vorble. Because they were helping me out in the chat. I'm assuming it's a he. I don't really let me say that. Let me not assume and stuff, but because you never really know. So Warble was assisting me, and asked, was this individual good or bad? And I didn't think that because I was just, I mean, he had me mesmerized. He was looking really good, really clean in that white light, just kind of like shimmering, you know what I'm saying? Just floating on over to me and stuff. So, but then I did a couple rolls or I did a roll and it let me know that it was a, that's something not good. So the first thing that we did was we did to pass a test. It was an acrobatics test, and we had to pass through some cracks in the floor so that we wouldn't possibly fall through. A lot of this we're going to be making up along the way because that's what it is. The tables just kind of give you little bits and pieces and stuff like that, but you have to kind of fill in the journey along the way. Which if you play solo, you play what do you call it? If you run games, that's exactly how it goes. I want to do this a little better, but that's exactly how it goes. Is you got to kind of make things up along the way. I run a lot of pre-written adventures, and I still find myself making more stuff up than actually going through the pre-written adventures. So like I can just use that as a guiding, and then boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Even though I'm probably gonna rub it off, right? But still, right now I have to fix this too. Sorry. Sorry, now I have to fix it, make it a little better. You know what I mean? That's what I. Here we go. Do 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 do. All right, a better box. I'll put it over here. Okay, I feel better now. What about you guys? Woosah. I feel better. Oh, and right here, let's see. Where's my little sheet of paper? So right here is some type of mesmerizing. This is where the staff is located, and off of the staff is emanating some type of mesmerizing, beautiful blue light. So, oh, and someone else suggested in the chat that um this blue light, as I guess every test that I pass, I think that was what it is. Every test that I passed, then I would what do you call it? The light would it would get lighter, it would start to dim more and more, I guess, until the light went away. So I passed one trial so far. I have two more trials to do, and I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do these trials, but maybe we can look at the, what do you call it? Maybe we can look at, so we've got some traps, so maybe we can do, let's look at our skills too. And then eventually we'll search the area. So we'll look at our skills. What could we possibly do? If you have any suggestions, definitely drop it in the chat. So that's why I was just acrobatics. I was thinking about using one of these traps and hopefully I can pass them. Let's see. Crushing walls. Shooting arrow. Oh, I could also parry stuff too, but by parrying, I think I have to grab my core book, but it might have something to do with, your weapon that you're parrying with will eventually, it can take damage and stuff, so, and then be broken. So, let me see. Let's see. Myths and legends. Maybe you can tell me a riddle. Says we've got yes or no. So let's say maybe they tell me a riddle. So we've done an acrobatics check. Let me see. Let's see. Agree with the pre-written adventures. I love adding more to it. Just add to the world building. I feel the same. I really, really, really. I love that aspect. I love prepping. Really do love prepping for adventures. I try to prep simpler because I know that as the adventurers, they're going to take things in sometimes in so many different areas or so many different paths they can go, and they typically don't go the route that's written in the book. I guess I could push them in that direction and stuff. And I push things when it comes down to timing. Then then I might throw an encounter in to slow them down, or what do you call it? Yeah, so I timing wise I do that, but like when we're playing, then wherever they want to go they can go. They can go completely off the board and I'm just going to meet them there. So I love making things up on the spot. It's fun. I love being creative. So you have a great night. All right, good night, Solus. Good night. She probably hopped off already. Boom, boom, boom. Have a great night. Have some fun with Sims. So let me see. What other tests can we possibly pass? Hmm, maybe we'll try a trap and see. Let's roll on the traps and just see what happens. Or maybe, let me see. Let's see what other tables we've got. Let me see. So we've rolled on this because you're supposed to roll on this a certain amount of times, but it doesn't stop us from re-rolling on it. Oh, here we go. There's a section for danger. So why don't we roll on the danger and see what happens? We're gonna roll a d20 and then see what we get because we have 2 more tests to pass. That's what we're doing. He's putting us through tests, but either anytime that we do a test, because he's not a good entity, I'm gonna try to figure out how to incorporate that into the story as well. Let's roll this d20 real quick. So we got an 11 and we got a hidden trap. Okay, so we'll go for a trap. Now let's roll on a trap and see what type of trap it is that we come across. So we'll probably do that. That's what I was thinking last game, but I completely forgot. So yeah, so we're gonna do roll on the traps. Let's do a time check. I'm gonna sip of my water. Sorry if that was loud. And then we also have these that I haven't tried out yet, where we can pull these in and add them into the story somehow, some way. All right, so our second trial is going to be a trap. Is it a? It's a d20. So we got a 14. It's a shooting arrow. I don't want to parry with anything, but I think what I'm going to do is do an acrobatics roll, and that's going to be. Let's see, we've got acrobatics. Let me check. Is that all the way in there? I think it is. Let's see. Sneaking, sleight of hand, see shit writing. Trying to see what else. It seems like that would probably be the best thing is acrobatics. So I'm gonna do an acrobatics roll as this thing shoots out at me. What was shooting out at me again? Oh, a shooting arrow. So the shooting arrow is heading my way because I have to put the arrow in there, right? Doing a shooting arrow. I'm gonna put 2 just because I feel like drawing another one on there. So 2 shooting arrows are coming out from the walls and they're heading my way. I'm gonna do an acrobatics roll, and I'm back at my full willpower. Willpower points are what you typically use to. So you've got these things called. I'm pretty sure they're heroic abilities. I'm gonna have to grab my core book. So they're pretty much sure they're heroic abilities, and sometimes in order to use your heroic abilities, you're gonna have to use your willpower points. I think a lot of times, or if you're like a mage, you would your magic I think would pull from your willpower points. But I've had a nice long stretch rest, and I think I might be doing that wrong. So let me make a note for myself to look that up later. So I'm just gonna write that down to look up. This is what I would do if I was running a game and I was unsure about a rule and someone else didn't know what the rule was, then I would just make a ruling, more than likely in the favor for the players, and then look up what I'm confused about and then bring it to them later down the line. So I think that's the best route to go. So that way you don't stop any game flow or anything like that. But let's see. Anybody out there, if you tuned in, please hit that like button. That like button, so YouTube might think that I'm pretty cool. So we're gonna look up what a difference between like a long. I don't even know why I say long. Maybe because I'm thinking of D&D. So we're gonna look up what a round rest is. Round and stretch rest. Because we might not get all of our willpower points back, but just for the sake of playing right now, and then I'll go. I'm pretty sure my rule book. But anyway, so these arrows are gonna shoot at me, probably towards my eyeballs, and I'm gonna roll an acrobatics to pass it. Oh, we got a 5. So anything, remember with Dragonbane, anything you have to hit your skill or below, and that is a success. So I have successfully bibbly bobbly skibbity doobity doos passed these arrows, and that's the second trial. So maybe that's how, because he's gonna mess up because he's not a good guy or a good entity, good spirit. So he's gonna mess up every trial and make it a little bit more difficult. So maybe because it said shooting arrow, right, as singular. So let's say we didn't know. So maybe we'll roll a second time to make sure that we can pass this first arrow. So I mean the second arrow. So we pass the first arrow because that's the one I knew about. So maybe there's a sneaky one that comes and it's going to go towards the middle of my chest. And I'm going to roll an acrobatics check to, that is an 8. That is a success as well. So bibbity boo bye bow. Okay. So I got him. Slickety doop. Old terminology, my old words. So okay, so we passed that trial. So let's do the danger again and see what we get. So we've done, I just want to put tests. We've got one more test to go in order to get here. That, and yeah, well, I'm gonna play with it because remember, this is emanating some beautiful, mesmerizing blue, baby blue light. So it's supposed to dim, but let me see how we can play with it. So I'm gonna take my time with this adventure. So this adventure might be a few sessions before we finally get to it, but that's the gist of how you would play. So again, we're gonna search afterwards. Now we're gonna go back to this danger and roll our. We got a 5, a broken path. Seems like another. What do you call it? So here's our pathway. And either looks like lightning. I gotta color it in. I have to. I just could. I have to. I don't have a choice. I can't look at it not being colored in. But maybe I should make it thicker. So, but then that would be another acrobatics. But let's notate that. So we've got, what was that, a 5 again? So broken path. I'm gonna roll again on it. That's the perks of running a game or running it solo, running it for a, what do you call it, a group, or running it solo. You can kind of do whatever you want to do, okay? Bunk those rules. You feel me? Let's just have fun. So, a broken path. I love writing on this board. I feel like a teacher. or a game master that plays in person, which I haven't done in quite some time, but I will be soon. Okay, let's just play with it and see what else we can kind of get. So we got a 12 icy surfaces. So we got a broken path and we have an icy surface. I'm just going to try it again. We got a 3 approaching foe. I was hoping I would get somebody because I'm kind of ready to fight. I've been ready to I've been ready to fight since over the weekend. I'm ready to fight. All right, so approaching foe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a battle. Like I said, one of the purposes of me doing Dragonbane Solo is so that when it's time to run it again, which I'm looking forward to doing that, I can't wait. When it's time to run, I'll be ready to do it. So approaching foe, but I don't want to kill my character off too early because we got a little bit more of the story to go. But we can always build a new character, and we can use that bestiary to create because it has extra kin in here that you can pick from. So maybe if we have to, not saying I'm trying to kill you off, but in the event that you do go, because everybody got to go, you feel me? We can create a new character using a new new king from the bestiary. I've got the sniffle diffles. All right, so we've got a broken path, We've got icy surfaces, and we've got an approaching foe. So let's see, is it a male or a? Let's see. Let's go to our fortune chart so we can ask a few questions. So then I know what type of character to pick out to put in front of my guy. So let's see. So a male is 1 to 3, and a female is 4 to 6. So we got a 1, we got a male. And let's pull from our. Let's see. I'm thinking like a green. Ooh. How about Mr. Spider-Man, whatever kind of Spider-Man this is, or the Joker. You know what I mean? I don't know. Which one do you think? We'll pull them out and we'll figure it out. So I'm going to use this guy, my Spider-Man. But then you can't really see it like that. Let me see. All right. bad. You can probably hear all that. All right, so I'm gonna use this character. So this is the character that I am approached by. All right, so let's see. Oh, I was like, where did I do? It's right in my face. Excuse me, little guy. Put you in there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Thor. All right, so let's see what the reaction is. But I guess if it's a foe, it's a bad. But let's just see. Let's see what the let's do with the reaction. We got a 4. So it says they're open, but they're a foe. So let's see. So they're open. All right. So maybe he can tell me what my last. Oh well, he's my last test. Let me see. How can we do this? Oh, maybe we can do like how you can contest things and stuff. Yeah, I gotta go grab my manual real quick so I can see because that would be something that we can do because he doesn't have to end up trying to kill me. But let's see, boom, 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 boom. But then I would need a stats for him. So I don't know. Maybe he can just test me with some sort of riddle, and we can just do yes or no that way. I think I'm kind of overthinking it to be honest, and I'm the first to be like, make sure you get out of your head. So let me go ahead and just do it like that, super simple, so we can continue forward. And because I'm definitely kind of overthinking it, or yeah. So he's gonna do a riddle. So maybe some sort of myths and legends. So maybe some sort of riddle in dealing with the world that we're playing in, because he wants to make sure that I am worthy of obtaining this staff right here. And the staff is what we're going to use to attack or kill this demon named Ariok, who is carrying a medallion around their neck. And our goal is to grab that medallion. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. So yes. So he's gonna ask me a. I'm just gonna roll the myths and legends. Oh man, it's a 5. That's okay, because I have something called Soul Survivor, which allows me to. What does it allow me to do again? Boom, 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 boom. I love some Dragonbane, or maybe we can just fight each other. So that way I can do some sort of battle, and then I can show you how Dragonbane battles actually work and stuff. Let me think. I don't know. This is so toughy. I think I definitely. I don't know where to go with it. Let's go with the riddle. All right. So I've got something called Soul Survivor, which I can use 3 willpower points, and I can push a roll. And pushing a roll means that, say for instance, I fail my first roll, I can push the roll and re-roll it and take the second. What do you call it? What you call it? So I'm rolling kind of with an advantage. So but you don't roll it together. Let's see. So first I'm going to do, he's going to ask me a specific riddle, and I'm going to use the myths. So I had to get under a 5 or below. Oh, wow. Fantastic. So he asked me this riddle, and the riddle that he'll ask me is, let me see, what would be a good riddle? I had something. I was playing God of War last night, and I don't know. It was like there was something that I wrote down, but of course I don't have it. But it was something along the lines where I guess I guess the what kind of man someone is, or what kind of person they are, is when they have when they're in a position of power, or when they have power. Then it really shows who they are. So he asked me this cool riddle about power, and I was able to explain or to answer his question or answer his riddle, and I passed. So that's the last test that I've passed. So this guy right here, let me see. Let me do a yes or no. Is he gonna go away? Because if he doesn't go away, then I'm gonna fight him because I'm sick of it. All right. So 3. I'm pretty sure 3 is a no. I forget what I just asked too. Does he have ill intentions? I'm pretty sure that's a no. There we go. So that's a no. All right. So we're not going to fight him, even though he's not a good person. Maybe he's just locked to this area, a prisoner, maybe as a punishment or something like that. So he can go about his way. And this Mr. Thor guy, it can go about his way too, since I passed my trial. But wait a minute. Hold on. let me ask him a question before he goes away, before he flies off with his hammer. I do have a couple questions because this right here is supposed to be some sort of staff. So I'm just gonna make sure that I can easily touch it if he has any information. So does he know anything about the staff? So one is an extremely no. He doesn't know anything. All right. So he flies up with his hammer and he disappears into thin air. So I'm going to. Oh, and then there was a broken path and icy surfaces. So I'm gonna do an acrobatics check to see if I have any issues crossing this surface area right here. Oh, not that one. So I got a 12, but I'm gonna push the roll. That is a fail because in Dragonbane, remember you have to hit the skill or go under. So I'm going to push the roll and re-roll it. And that is a 1. That is a critical success. Let me mark that down because later down the line, well, maybe after the session, let's see what time it is. I'm gonna go grab my rule book actually. So I got a dragon, and the dragon, because when you we'll be able to roll. This is how we're gonna do like get XP or elevate or level up and stuff. Is you level up your skills, and this is one way. So Dragonbane, we did it right here. So I'm just gonna put a reminder right here, and I'm gonna grab that rule book real quick. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. What's up, Mrs. Coach? Girl, you sound something else. There we go. I had to go get my rule book. Sorry. Did she leave? You're funny. Rude. All right, so here's my rule book. Let me look that up real quick. So I guess we're just gonna have to take a chance. So, but I got a 1, so I was able to successfully make my way over this broken path that's an icy surface. Oh, here we can look at that too to see. Yeah. So as far as here, the skins, they only go. These are the ones that you have. But I like the way the pages look inside of here. So I wish the bestiary did that. You even have your own little bestiary inside of here too. And let me see now. Skill experience 29. How I'm just gonna show and remind myself. So we'll do this at the end. Sorry, I think I bumped the camera. We'll do this at the end. So let's see. When you have rolled a dragon or a demon, when using a skill, tick the checkbox next to that skill. At the end of the game session, the game master asks you the following questions about the session you just completed. For each question that you reply yes to and justify your answer, you may place another advancement mark next to another skill of your choice. Oh, this would be cool. So we'll do that at the end of our session. All right, so let me get super comfy. All right, I keep forgetting I have this. I'm so used to using my fingers. So we've passed this surface right here. We've passed all this good stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. And we've made it over here to this staff. And let's say it's still emanating some beautiful, mesmerizing, what do you call it? Light. So let's see. Let me see if there are any traps. Are there any traps around it? Yes, there's a trap. I'm glad I asked that. So let me see what I would do. Let's say, I guess maybe sleight of hand for. Let me look at the skills. Nothing like learning along the way. You know what I mean? So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Skills 25. I just want to see if that's what will be used for like traps and stuff. Let's see. What was that again? Boom, boom. 25. That's what I said. That's what I thought I was. Let's see. But this is not where it actually defines the skills course. Trying to find the skills section. I'm pretty sure I have it printed too. So I'm going to have to pull that up. There you go. Score. Here we go. We got it. Let's see. It's called Core Skills. And no, these are heroic. What do you call it? These are heroic abilities. Here we go. So let's see. What was I gonna do? I was thinking sleight of hand. No. So what would I possibly use to spot hidden? Let's see. I guess we don't have to think too hard on that one either. So we'll just make some type of judgment call. Oh, I could have used evade. Oh my gosh, for and evade is good too. When it came for the darts coming my way, that evade would have been a pretty cool skill. That way, I didn't have to keep using the acrobatics. So awareness around. All right, so let's just do it like this. So let me see. Am I able to disarm the trap? Yes, I'm able to disarm the trap. So I'm going to go ahead and does anything happen when I reach for the staff? Yes, something happens when I reach for the staff. Let's see. Let's see if we can use, what kind of table? Let's see. I think it's sleight of hand, 4 traps. Check out the trap section. I appreciate that. I think it is. I was thinking sleight of hands as well, but we've already got here. That's a good one. So let me try it real quick. Just look at the traps, just for future reference, because I have the book right here in my face. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boo, boo, doo, boo. Do traps. That's my elevator music 108. Pretty easy to get to, and it's not a huge rule book either. So typical traps. Boom, 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 boom. All right, boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay, typical traps. Boom, boom. Traps can be detected with a spot hidden skill or for the players to describe that they are looking in that area, which I already knew. So well, I've just realized that, or just thought about it when I was playing my game. I asked the player, I'm like, how much do you enjoy making dice rolls? Because they asked a question. I wanted to know just things. So if they didn't, then I can just answer their question, make it super simple, super easy. So it doesn't always have to be a dice roll. So let's go ahead and yeah. But we've already successful. So what did I say? So we passed that aspect. Now I said, does this thing turn into anything? And it was a yes. Or I think that's what I asked. I can't remember. So I'm gonna say, yeah, does the staff turn into something? So let's see. What can we look at to see what it actually come on, my man. My man's been drinking. What can it turn into? I was thinking again, I was up for fighting, to be honest, so that I can test my fighting out. So I think that I'm going to roll on the inhabitants. So maybe when I defeat this particular monster, then hopefully it's not a. I don't want to fight a dragon. That'd be crazy. Let me see. Let's see what it comes. I'm thinking maybe the staff turns into one of these creatures, and once I defeat this creature, then it turns back into a staff that I can actually hold. Sounds kind of silly, but I'm just kind of go with it. And so I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna roll on this right here so we can get a fight going. So we got a 5, and we got an orc. Let's look and see if they are something that we want to fight first, because you never know. Or maybe it turns into an orc that is, let's see, boom, 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 strong humanoid. We'll go. Chief, typical weapons. Yeah, so maybe I can do that. So you've got different types of orcs. Weapons, level 12 damage. It's D6. 2d6. But they typically have stats right here, but I guess this particular one does not have what you call it. So I guess I would use this right here. Typical weapon. But I guess it would just be an automatic hit though. Let me see. Let's try one more time. What is that? A 20? We got a demon. Let me see. Boom, boom. Alright, this is not bad. Let's see. Demons are mysterious and terrifying creatures. I think that we're gonna do that. We're gonna fight a demon. And we're gonna find a demon. Let's say the demon is the one he turns the staff turns in. Well, maybe a demon appears holding the staff. I kind of like that. I'm gonna move this right here because this is gonna be our battle section. I should probably turn it over, but I don't feel like it because I have too many things on here. But I guess it would be. I'm just gonna keep it right here. So I'm gonna see. That would have been perfect for my demon, but maybe I'll just use this thing. So the demon has a staff in his hand. Let's give him a staff. We'll give him a staff that looks like a sword. So this is what I'm going to obtain from him after I kill him. So first thing we're going to do is do our, what do you call it? Hey, what's up, Vorpal? What's going on? Maybe you can imagine what you fight so you can pick an easy one. That was a good idea. I think that I was gonna go for the demon sounds. Hold on, I didn't even think about the damage. Oh, it said it does 2d10 damage. I think that's a good idea. I think maybe we'll do that. So, let me see. Let me check out a giant spider. If not, maybe we can do the demon. It looks like it does quite a bit of damage though. Let me see what my, yeah, it does look like it does quite a bit of freaking damage. And I don't do much damage. But you do the, well, I get a damage a damage bonus anything that uses the strength ability, but not for the agility. Let's say we're pretty close right here. Well, we can put them back there because I can just use I want to make sure it's in the camera. There we go. It's in the camera right there. So maybe try. I'm gonna go with the. Let me see. Let me try the giant spider first. But the giant spider, it just doesn't have the same ring. The giant spider. Let me see. It doesn't give the same feel for with holding the staff. A giant demon holding a staff. But I mean a giant. What do you call it? Giant spider holding a staff. Let's try a troll. Yeah, let's do a troll. So I'm going to fight a troll. What can I do for the troll? I'm just gonna keep this right here for my troll. So I'm gonna fight a troll. So let's see. First, we're gonna do the initiative cards. Let's get our battle on. So this troll is carrying the staff. I'm going to kill. I don't know if I can say that. I'm going to uh, send him back to his maker. I think that's a better thing. Giant spiders can be very scary. Try giving the spider a name like Coach Babe. Coach Babe, but yeah. Or nah, I can't fight two of them. And we do have a cool, because I was like, maybe I'll add that on there. We do have a cool giant spider. But I think the troll is going to do it. I think I'm going to do the troll. And actually, maybe I'll use, I don't know if that's a troll, right? But look, he's carrying something. So maybe that could be the staff. So we'll put him up here instead. But I like my Lego piece, but it kind of fits. This one fits a little better. So maybe we'll do that. I'll just do that one right there. So yeah, we'll fight the troll. Doesn't that make it scary? See, maybe you can. I like that one right there. I did that. I'm gonna go with this troll right here. I mean, yeah, the troll. So I appreciate the suggestion because I think a demon would have probably killed me a lot faster because it did one of the attacks did 2d10 damage, and look at my hit points, 12. So I just want to do a decent, what do you call it? Get more experience with the fighting aspect. So let's see. Giant spiders can be very scary. You try giving the spider. Okay, that's okay. I appreciate that, Vorpal. So now we're gonna use our initiative cards. So I'm gonna shuffle these initiative cards and see who goes first. All right, so I'm gonna pick first. Wow. So yeah, but we're gonna do this again. So the troll gets to go first. How cool is that? So the troll goes first, and the troll is going to, let's do d6. Oops, my bad, my boy. But first we'll move him up. Let's see how the movement. I'm just gonna move him there. I don't think he can go very far. Movement is only 10. How much is my movement? But this is not in feet, but I'm just gonna do feet for right now. And so can move only 10 feet, so he can't even do damage at the moment. Let me see. So I rolled a 6. The troll grabs the nearest player character, uses the victim as a weapon by slamming them into another character. Both suffer 2d6 bludgeoning damage. I'm going to say he can't get to me at this moment. But what do you call it? It does not do feet. I can't remember. Let me see. What is the attraction for dragon? Attraction. You have the ability to pick 2 initiative playing solo. You can pick that as an option, but I did not. So when you're playing solo, you can pick an extra heroic ability, and one of the heroic abilities is Army of One, and I picked Soul Survivor. Um, I picked Soul Survivor because you can push rolls, and I just use up a little bit of willpower points. So I did not do that this time. But he's not close enough to hit me yet or to grab me. Because, or, yeah, because that would be, or maybe he can because he is a big troll. He is large. Look how big he is compared to my character. So maybe he is able to grab me. And I'm going to take 2d8 damage. Hopefully that doesn't do anything. Yowzers. Maybe I should fought something a little less. 2d8 damage. Oh my god, 10? My gosh. Let's see. So I'm just gonna put right here. I'm down to 2 hit points. Oh wow. But I did have a fungus 2 hit points, man. But I don't have a bonus action. Maybe I shouldn't have fought. So you're in Dragonbane, you typically don't want to just start fights and stuff, and so maybe I can bring an extra character, and maybe I'll probably use 2 characters for my next game. So I took 10 damage, 10 bludgeoning damage. All right, so the troll grabbed me, picked me up, and slammed me into the ground. Maybe I can take a little less damage. Hold on, because there are some extra rules in here to help you to survive because you are playing solo. Here he is. Here it is. So, suffering damage. If you suffer harm in your adventure and aren't sure of the severity, choose or roll on the table below. So, let's see if we roll on that. So, we rolled a 1. So, maybe it's just 1d6 as far as my damage. So, I took slight damage. I like that better. So, I took slight damage. We're just going to do a d6. So I took 3 damage instead of 10. Okay, I like that. So definitely, this is a great idea. Stick to the rules, not stick to them, but definitely utilize those rules. And it does have healing as well. So let's see. Let's see. For solo, you may make a healing roll to tend to your own wounds during a stretch rest. On a success, you heal. Yeah. Attempt to rally yourself while. Okay, so if I did get down to 0, it doesn't give me the option. You can rally yourself to. Let's see. And you can do a persuasion roll, and there is no bane, which means a bane is a disadvantage that you would get with your roll. You can attempt to save your own life with a healing roll, so I like that. So we'll stick with that, and we'll keep that to the side, and I'm going to do that. So I took 3 bludgeoning damage. What is that? So that leaves me with 9. So I've got 9 hit points left. All right, so that's not bad. Now it's gonna be my go. I'm gonna move a little closer right here, just enough so that way I'm right here on him, and I'm going to take my sword and I'm gonna stab him in his. Well, I guess I can't reach his throat, or maybe I could hop up and stab him in his throat. But dang, would that count as movement? I'm gonna stab him in his groin. So I'm gonna I'm gonna stab him in his groin. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna stab him in his private parts with my sword. So, and because I'm using its strength, I get a damage bonus when I do it. Let's move these. And I'm gonna up the die. This is the threat, and when I get to 6, one of the cult members is going to come and attack me. I'm gonna up it now because you up it when you're something that's caused some type of delay. So we've, you know, we had to pass some type of test trials, and we're actually in the middle of a battle as well. So the next step is going to be me. Like I said, I'm gonna stab him in his, what you call it, in his private area. I have to hit a 12 or below and I got a 2. Boom. So that is a success. And I'm using my short sword, so I get to roll a d10, but I also get a damage bonus because I'm using strength. So yeah, it's not a bad battle now. So now that we're using the solo rules, I didn't use that part. So let me see. Let me make sure. So d10. All right, cool. And then a d4. So I did 3 damage. The d4. That's right. 3 damage to him. So I'm gonna stab him. Right? I'm gonna write that down. Let me see. How many hit points does a troll have? So a troll has, wow, okay. Sheesh, this might be a long battle. So the troll has 38 hit points. And I only did 3 damage. Holy smoly. I should probably do another character. Alright, so wow, that troll's about to attack me again. Cotton picking. Oh, but I don't have to do it like that. Since I could have fought the demon if I was going to do it like that. So I'm going to do this solo right here on suffering damage. And we're going to roll, what do you call it? There it is. We're going to roll a d6. So we suffered severe damage. Holy smoly coly. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to take that because, because I am. Let's see. Wow, 2d10 though, severe. Wow. Let me see. I'm already at 9 hit points. Holy smokes. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? So you said you like ice. You like what do you call it? Index card RPG. I keep a few books close to my area. Bada bang. I haven't delved a lot into it. I was thinking about maybe doing a solo adventure with this next, but we'll see. That or either Blades in the Dark. I was thinking Blades in the Dark is also an interesting. What do you say? Too much rules, too much dice. Okay. That's definitely a matter of what do you call it? Preference, and that's okay. That's okay if you like it like that. I don't mind the dice rolls, but I'm learning when I'm running games, I would like to start asking my players if they, what do you call it? If they enjoy rolling dice. If they do, then I'll give them reasons to roll dice, or if they ask questions. And if they don't, then I can just answer the questions as is. So let's roll that. Oh, okay. My boy. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. This was a very bad idea for me to fight this. What do you call it? So let's see. Resolving failures. You can make a persuasion roll to gain the cooperation of the leader of an orc clan and fail. Orc clan and fail. The orc does not flatly refuse, rather, they insist you must first face them in a duel to prove your mettle. Let's say you can make a sleight of hand roll to pick the lock. that block. Okay, it is sleight of hand. Of course, that's what I was thinking, but we just did yes or no. The door is unlocked, but you trigger an acrobatics. All right, so you make a healing roll to tend to your own wounds, or I can attempt to save my life with a healing roll while at 0. So because this knocks my character down, because that's 13, I didn't even have that much to begin with. From above, you have been given another d8 for damage. From above, boom, 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 boom. This is a solo play. Think of yourself first. I agree. I can understand that. Where's the imagination? So I'm not. Hold on. Let me see. I'm not quite. Let's see. From the above, you have been given. Oh no, but let's see. Was it 2d8? From above, you've been given another. From above. Let me see. So let's say that being that I passed those tests, because remember I was passing some tests before, since it is my solo game, in my solo game, I'm giving you some advantage. I can dig that. I see that now. So I'm going to bring that. Where's my bag? Where's my guy at? Where's my guy? Let me see. So I'm gonna bring that guy back. That was that spirit. Let's say that spirit came down here when the orc was on his way. I'm sorry, the troll was on his way to do that damage. That bad energy who was in this area already with us, since I've passed those tests and I've shown myself to be, I don't know, to be, excuse me, worthy of carrying the staff. This one is going to allow me. I'm going to roll one more time on this suffering damage to see if I can get something a little less. Boom, I got a 1. So instead, I'm going to take 1d6. That's just going to be slight damage. Thank you, my boy. So I'm going to dap them off. Boom, boom, boom. Word. Here we go. And so I didn't take that huge amount of damage because I've got this being that helps me out again. I showed him that I was worthy, and he helped me out to reroll on the suffering damage. So I'm going to take 1d6. So I'm taking 2 damage. Now I'm down to 7. Now it is my go. 7. And I'm going to there is something called like an opportunity of attack. So I can't really move out of the way. I was already there. So let's see. It is my go. Let me see now. Let's see. I wish I could moderate for you. Let's see. He's sticking. He's sticking by you the whole fight. He could definitely stick by me. So maybe he can actually do a certain amount of damage as well, as far as helping me out. So that way I can get the staff, because he knows that I would benefit from having the staff. And even though he doesn't really care about me saving the world, he does care about, let's see, maybe this demon that I'm going to attack is the one that's keeping him captive. So by allowing, if I were to defeat the demon, then it would free him. I like that. So I'm going to go with that. So if I defeat the demon, this particular demon that I'm on my way to defeat, if I defeat him, it would allow him to free himself from this prison that he's been here, let's say for, I don't know, over 100 years. So he's been in this prison for over 100 years, and so that's why he's helping me out with this troll. So let me see, what can I do? And I'm going to take that right there where it is, you said the D8. So I'm going to help. He's going to be able to do 2d8 worth of damage. And he's going to do some type of spiritual damage where I kind of maybe infect the mind or something like that and make him feel like he's a little crazy. So I'm going to make sure that my guy right here is able to do 2d damage, 2d8 damage. All right. So how does that sound? Pretty good. I like that idea. So I appreciate that. And so he's going to stick by him. He's going to be able to do that right there. And so I've already taken my damage. I forgot to swap it out, but we'll swap it out the next route because I was too busy focused on not dying. So let me see. Where are here we go, the initiative cards. I'm gonna put them right here so that I can remember, because each round you draw the initiative again. So okay, awesome flames. I appreciate that. That was good looking out too. I didn't think about it. But I mean, I'm the first to say, what I'm saying, to stay out your head and stuff, so I have to take my own advice. So I really appreciate you helping out. So my man's gonna be able to do something. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that damage. He's gonna go first. He's going to do some type of psychic thing to the troll's mind, and which makes him feel like he is taking damage. So in turn, it actually gives him damage. So he's gonna do 2d10. So that's gonna be 7 damage. We knock this troll down faster with the two of us. So that's 7. All right, let's do it. And then I'm gonna do my stab. He's got a really tough, strong groin because I've stabbed him in the groin and it was a success. And he's still just moving and stuff. So I'm gonna stab him in there one more time, and he's just gonna go with me as far as the initiative. You know what? It might benefit me to give him an initiative as well. Let me think about that. All right, so I'm gonna go for his groin one more time since I'm right here. I don't really have any other option. So I'm going to do my sword, and I'm going to roll. And I got a 5. That's a success because my skill is a 12. So I'm gonna go, or you have to hit under 12 or under. So I get to roll that. Is it a D10 and a 4 again? So that's better damage. Let's see, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What is that? 11. Holy schmagadolies. That's not bad at all. Let me see. Go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what we're working with. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. And now we're going to do the initiative cards again. All right, awesome. Now my guy is down to 18 hit points. That's not freaking bad at all. All right, so wow, that was a really great idea. Have to remember, just stick it out. What's up, Lucas? When will you be playing Brookhaven? I have no intentions on playing Brookhaven. I looked it up and I was like, it's not something that I'm interested in. So I probably won't be popping on that anytime soon. But I appreciate the suggestion. Let me see. So we're going to do the initiative again. I like my Minecraft. Any type of game like that, I'm going to just stick with Minecraft. So, and I haven't been playing video games on the live. I haven't been playing video games on the live. I've been playing these kind of games so far. So I'm gonna do my troll. I'm gonna pick first because all right. So I got a 2. That's not bad at all. And then he got a 10. Oh, sucker! All right. So it's my go first. I'm just gonna let my shadow friend. Hopefully, this shadow friend doesn't try to betray me and then attack me. Whoa, hold on. He's not going to attack me because he needs me to kill this demon so that he can be freed. So we're going to stick with that story, and I like it. So I have my own channel now. Oh, that's fantastic, Lucas. Congratulations. I'm going to check you out once I get off of here. I'll check you out. I can actually see. Well, let me do it now. So I can go ahead and subscribe. Awesome, Lucas. You and I have subscribed, Lucas. Fantastic. All right, let me get back to that. That's fantastic. What do you think of the game called Shadow Dark? I have not tried Shadow Dark out, but it is on my list to purchase. I'm very interested in giving it a shot. I like I guess I think her name is Kelsey. I think she's super cool, super fantastic, and extremely knowledgeable. So I definitely want to try Shadow Dark out. I have the quick start rules over here somewhere. Let me see what time it is. Oh my God, it's 10:32 already. Absolutely, Lucas. I appreciate that, Lucas. I appreciate your support. So it's definitely my pleasure. So I'm just going to do this round right here, and then I'll probably go ahead and wrap things up. But I am going to take the time out, Vorpal, to sit down and actually look through the Shadow Dark. So do combat was dragging. Yeah, but I don't mind because I'm just out here kicking back, chilling and stuff. So it's no rush. Excuse me. And when I've ran it in person, they seem like they had a good time. So let me see. So it's right here. I'm gonna go for this. It's both of us. So my guy's gonna go first. That's 15. Oh, heck yeah. Hopefully I've been doing this math right. So my man is down to 3 hit points. Oh, oh, doggy. I'm going to get him again. This time I'm going to go for his left nipple with my sword and my short sword. So I'm going to roll. And I got a 9. That's still a success. Man, I'm killing it tonight. And you know that I'm not cheating because it's live. I'm killing it tonight. Let's see. So that's a 2d10. No, not 2d10, but boom, that's enough to kill my boy. So I'm gonna okay, he's done. Good. That was such a good idea, Flames. See a world class RPG rather like easy and fast when I play solo. I can dig that. Why rush it? That's what I was thinking. Why rush it? The game seems really cool. It is a really cool game. Congrats. Thank you, Flames. You were a big help. We killed them as a team. That's probably a good thing right there. So let's say we're able to grab the staff from him. This is going to be what my staff is going to be. But maybe I should give him a different one so it doesn't. I'll have a staff. Oh, maybe I can use that to fight as well. Because it's called Staff of Banishment. So maybe I'll give him a different. It's called Staff of Banishment. So I'm able to obtain this staff. So I'm gonna put it down here as a weapon as well. So it benefits me. So boom. So we're out of initiative. Man, that wasn't bad at all. We're out of initiative. And let's go ahead and just start the next, the next section. And what kind of staff? I am strong enough to use it. I am absolutely strong enough to use it because I carry this special power from the Skeleton Key Society that allows me to handle magical items. I have a special gift, something that was this sage put their hand over my hand and they blessed me with a special type of power that allows me to wield. Is it yield or wield? Carry. So it allows me to carry this special staff. All right, so next section, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. When would I be playing more of Minecraft? I'm not sure when I'll be playing Minecraft soon. Not on live on YouTube at least. See, on live, no time soon. Dang, Mrs. Coach, you just gonna answer for me. Boop 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 boop. Cool new staff. Yeah, thank you, my cool Minecraft staff. All right, so we got that knocked out, and our threat die is at 3. Let me use this instead of my finger. Boom. So let's see. So the next thing is we're also in an unknown area again. So now we're on number 3. So first we're gonna flesh out the area and then we're gonna get ready to wrap things up. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and flesh the area out so we can see what we're working on when we get back. Let's see how you do this again. Let's see. So you roll a d4 on the location, and then you roll that many times. Oh, so we're gonna scope out we're gonna do the area. I like this part. Let's see. So we got an 11 and inhabited outpost. So let's just write that down, and then we'll figure out inhabited. And what is that? Outpost. All right, interesting. So that's what the area is looking like. Now we're going to roll 1d4. And that's how many times. So we're going to roll 1d4. Oh, let's roll again because I want to be able to. Okay, we got 1 again. Let's try it again. Okay, cool, 4. So we're going to roll 4 times. I guess I didn't have to roll. I could have just did that because I was trying to at least get 3 to 4. So I was okay with 3 or 4 times to roll on here. So I'm going to roll on the contents table 4 times. So let me grab another one. So we got 2. So it's going to be environment is going to be the first one. All right. So environment. So we're going to roll a D20. We got a 17 on environment. Skittering sounds. Interesting. Skittering. Okay. We'll play with that. We can definitely play with that. There's this new area that we're going to. Scaring sounds. All right. Now we're gonna roll another time. So we got contents. Let's see. We're gonna roll in contents, and we got another 17 sealed antechamber. That sounds cool. Oh yeah. So we're gonna keep. I'm gonna finish rolling on everything, and then we'll put it together into our story. A chamber. That's gonna be pretty interesting. All right, and then we're gonna roll one more time, and we got a 2 again. That's environment. So we're gonna roll a 10. So a glassy surfaces. And even though it tells you to roll those limited amount of times or however, you can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll on the oddity and roll on the danger as well, just because I want to add a little bit more to it. So for oddity, we got a 16. We got singing skulls. Well, I think I got that with Mrs. Coach. So we got singing skulls. And I'm gonna add that into a cool, what do you call it? Singing skulls. Ooh, so look, we've got skittering sounds and singing skulls. Maybe those can go hand in hand. And then I'm gonna roll again on the danger, and I got a 3. Oh, wow, approaching foe. We're not fighting anybody else, okay? Approaching fro. Oh, the person could have a fro. Approaching foe. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be our area right here. And these are the different things that we see within this area. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And on that note, I'm going to actually wrap things up right there. And I'll be back. Since I didn't come on yesterday, I'll be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue along with this solo journey. I may play something else. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Oh, yeah. Guess this what? I got a brand new loaner. This one is the 3rd edition. Thank you, Flames. I appreciate that. It's nice seeing you as well. Nice chit chatting with you guys. Appreciate that, Vorpal. So I was thinking about actually playing this solo, but I think this Friday I'm going to do Cairn 2nd Edition solo. Good night. So definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping that on Friday, and I'm gonna wrap these up. And you guys have a super fantastically awesome night. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. And anybody who's going to tune in later, good night, everybody. Good